What is going on, Rivian fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to go over some of the data points, some of the latest updates from Rivian, but more specifically, just the sentiment. I want to talk on that for a minute. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So currently it is up 3.28% based on the intraday. It had a huge run all the way to $26.61. Largely because of Analyst. So of course, Dan Levy with Barclays did up their price target from $22 to $30. In addition to that, it does say unknown analyst, but I do believe Morgan Stanley is Adam Jonas, and he generally has been very bearish on the whole EV sector with the exception of Tesla, but he did give a buy rating and a $24 price target. So analysts have actually started to really fall in love with Rivian, and it's been very interesting over the last little bit on what has come from Rivian. And what I mean by that is Rivian has unofficially just become the number 2 permanent spot in a very short time span, because over the last couple of weeks, it's been crazy what has actually happened with Rivian. And now every article that you ever look at is now only talking on Tesla and Rivian's demand. So more specifically, even this on how a lot of the EV market is kind of gray right now, with exception of Tesla and Rivian. Their demand just continues to grow. So once again, you can kind of tell that based on the Q1 earnings as well. Not knocking Lucid or Polestar, both very good companies and good vehicles, but based on their Q1 earnings, it was kind of gray. They didn't really show and kind of portray what investors truly wanted to hear. Versus Rivian's earnings, they just outright sat back, said, yep, we have demand, we are the best, and we are coming for Tesla. Didn't say that second part or the last part, but you guys get what I'm saying. But this is exactly goes to show why everything has just been coming together perfectly for Rivian, especially their Q2 numbers as well, on target for the 50,000. And most likely, I actually do, this might be a little bit more of a bold statement, I'm not a financial advisor of course, but I do feel that they are going to actually hit the 60,000 initial target that was set by analysts, because I know that is what caused a little bit more volatility in Rivian when they did say that they're going to do 50 and analysts wanted to hear 60 plus. So, but still, beside the point though, Rivian is a solid investment. So we'll go over some of the data points and various things like that. So starting off right now, there is $94 million in call premiums that's being purchased. So 94 million, that is crazy. 32 million in puts. So Rivian is one of those stocks that is just next level. FOMO is kind of kicking in. Even when it was at the low 20s, I was saying that most likely it's going to bounce off of the $21 range, and it's just been shooting up higher and higher. And of course, I think in reality, a lot of which has to do with a lot of analysts, even Wedbush. Somehow, a lot of people seem to really like Daniel Ives, but I think it's based on his success rating of 62%. But still, a lot of people do anticipate it to continue to go up because of clearly the options activity. If you are one of those individuals that likes to look at the grid and the viewpoint, it is looking like around $26 and plus is anticipated this week. So kind of bold, but you never know. So far, it's been one of those investments that is going to the moon. And as far as this though, I think in reality, some of the data points that I like to look at is compare, for instance, shorts, what options are saying, as well what big money is doing. And based on this, I'll make it 250, so quite a lot. But there is been a huge, immense amount of buying that's been happening. And this is not happening with any other EV. So again, a lot of big money is very much rushing very fast, in fact, into Rivian. And just in general, within the first 4 hours of the trading day, it's already exceeded 250 transactions on the secondary market over $100,000, and majority of which are all buys. So big money definitely very much getting into Rivian. And even if you look at a lot of the multiples based on what it's actually offering, which is currently 10.4 and the future it's 4.7, it is kind of at a discount per se. Of course, it is getting to a little bit more of a higher point of view, but still, generally speaking, it definitely does have a little bit more room to go up. And looking here, so stochastic is currently at 95. So of course, that can be perceived as overbought. So I do feel that one time or another, I did say this at 21, clearly very wrong, but I do feel that it does need to pull back and consolidate a little bit, make a very strong support, and then that way it can trend up higher. But Who knows? Maybe they strapped on the rockets and it's going straight to the moon. I could be wrong. Looking here though, as I've been saying, people are selling their children, they're selling their houses, they are just doing everything possible to buy Rivian. So this is one of those weird stocks that at the same time retail is buying and also big money is buying. So Rivian is one of those very exciting stocks, and I'm very, very happy that I did buy in at 13, a little bit more at the 14, and a small amount at the 15. So I'm extremely happy with my purchases. I haven't really touched anything right now because, like I've been saying, the technicals I do feel is a little bit overdone. But based on this, the fact that it's gone up to 26.61 does show that it does have a lot of good momentum behind the scenes. And so the next big points that you need to watch for, whether it be either today or the rest of the week, is 25.69 is that next big. Right now it's the resistance. 22.70, so those are kind of the points to watch for. As well, $27.54, which you never know based on the options activity. It is anticipated to be between this R2, or sorry, the R1 and the R2. So between 25.69 and 27.54. So let me know you guys' thoughts on all of that in the comments below. Give yourself a shout out if you have been buying, selling, holding. What is your take, for instance, on Rivian? But just on a side note as well, at the time of doing this video, surprisingly, there hasn't been anything from Rivian itself. So no press releases, no SEC filings, nothing along those lines. So it has just been complete FOMO and analyst ratings and things like that. So no actual updates from Rivian. So it's kind of interesting that's been developing. So let me know you guys' thoughts on Rivian in the comments below. I'll give you guys a quick overview of what shorts are doing, because shorts have been kind of getting into Rivian over the last couple of weeks. Very doubtful about this rally. So short score is currently 64, utilization is 32.57%. And based on today, shorts are increasing 4.58 million shares. 15.82% of the free float's being shorted, so kind of high if you ask me. And 97.01 million shares overall are being shorted. So let me know you guys' thoughts. Based on everything, I don't see Rivian being a squeeze per se, especially with a lower utilization rate and also a fairly low cost to borrow. So there is 0.89%, that's the cost to borrow average. On a side note, despite Rivian going up as high as it is, there is a broker out there that's really trying to incentivize shorting. So there is a broker out there physically paying people 0.2% to short Rivian. So once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on all of that in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. Take advantage of this promo. It's been extended up until July the 15th, and that is with Moomoo. Link in the description below and also the comment. Sign up for a free account. You get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Throw $100 at the account, you get 5 free stocks plus a $100 cash reward. So it's a win-win. Let me know you guys' thoughts on all of that. And with that said, let's all make a lot of money on Rivian.